Kids are consuming more caffeine than they did just a few years ago. Well, we know caffeine can make adults jittery and can affect our sleep. So what about kids? How much is too much? Joining us now with more from Children's Hospital is Dr. Ryan Redmond. Thanks for coming in.
Of course.
So how much caffeine is too much?
Well, it really kind of depends a little bit on the age. When we talk about younger children, school-age children, really the right amount is probably zero. The issue is that we always say kids are not little adults. They react differently, and they are a lot more sensitive to stimulant medication, whether that be caffeine or other medications.
And you can see it manifest itself pretty quickly, just in terms of excitement and that kind of thing, energy. But what are some of the serious side effects?
Well, certainly, as it does in adults and in teenagers, it raises your heart rate, can raise your blood pressure, certainly make you pretty anxious, and then cause a lot of sleeping problems. Of course, if you're taking it kind of close to bedtime, in really significant amounts, you can get into hallucinations and seizures and things like that. So it's just best to avoid in the younger age group.
Yeah, absolutely. Energy drinks are so popular. They contain caffeine. Many of them do as well.
And actually, a lot of them contain a ton of caffeine. It's not just like having a cup of coffee or a caffeinated soda. It's significantly more. So that's why we want to be especially cautious, even in the teenagers, with the energy drinks. I know it's one of those things that it's sold everywhere, and it's easy to get. So the impression is that it's harmless, but in reality, these are medications that can have significant side effects.
Yeah, you got to think about that medication. I mean, it does have that effect. What about added caffeine?
And that's becoming a lot more common too, because there's a lot of things that you can get that have caffeine specifically added for that stimulant effect. So you can see, chocolate or energy bars or things like that that are marketed with caffeine in them. So it's always really important to kind of read labels and know what's in there, especially when something is touting, that it's provided for energy.
Yeah, when adults say, "Oh man, I've got a headache. I'm trying to wean myself off of coffee," that caffeine headache, can that affect kids as well?
Yeah, absolutely, and probably it occurs at a lower threshold.
Yeah.
Part of the problem is we don't know a lot because there haven't been a lot of studies that are conducted. There are some that are ongoing about the effects, but certainly we anticipate that they would be worse than adults would get, and we know that those type of things happen with adults for sure.
Not fun. All right, doctor, thank you so much. And if you have a question about your child's health you'd like for us to get answered for you, email me at ltucker@wate.com, and then tune in right here every Thursday at 4 to see if we answer your question on the air.